Hello. Let's talk about beards. My name is Dan C. Bearded. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, which most of you are, thank you guys. On your way in, if you could do a quick little favor, hit a thumbs up on the video. And this is a live stream series, episode number 10. Shout out to WeatherBeard for being our sponsor today. We'll talk all about them. But the premise of this live stream, Beard Topics Live, is you guys submit beard topics, usually from Instagram and Reddit, and then we cover them in a long form fashion, right? I can write and I can type answers back, but I believe it's better to hear my voice, to understand the tone, to be able to ask questions and go in deeper details. And this allows us to do that. Another main purpose of this stream is to go at random times. First off, when it fits into my life and schedule and it's not taken away from family time. It's nap time at our house right now. Sam's got some projects to do, so it works out really well. But other than that, I can reach different time zones, different days, different schedules. Maybe you're not able to meet the Monday, Wednesday streams at 9 p.m. Maybe you are someone that wants to catch it in the real time. And so I will do afternoon streams, morning streams, night streams on days where I normally do not. I want to reach those new audiences and give this live feel for everybody. And so how it will work is we're going to talk about the sponsor first. And then I have 3 set questions that you guys submitted today. They are from Instagram. And then in the future, they're from Reddit, all these different places. However, at the last half of this show, we're going to go for exactly 1 hour is the plan. At the last half of this show, I open it up for your guys' questions. I've already starred one. Hey, what's going on, everybody? And that's from Andy, and he talks about caring for your beard with one hand. We will talk about that one right at the very first one after the halftime. So yes, I do have a subreddit. I don't know if it's very active or not, but I do. Pause, everybody. Get your beards ready. I do a little beard fluff. There we go. Don't forget about the best beard tools on the market, your hands. They are free. Closely behind would be the Chicago combs, which I discovered from OG Rob, who's in the building right now. I will say too, anybody's watching, this is a beard topic. I've tried every type of comb you could ever imagine, from cellulose acetate, from bone combs like oxhorn, and all these different combs that are out there. Chicago combs still to this day hold up to be the very best. And I will admit, there's some part of you inside when everyone's buzzing about something where you don't want to believe it. I don't know why. I don't know what that human character trait is, but it's like, oh, all these people are talking about all these great tools and all these things. And Rob had made a video about it back in the day. And I'm like, all right, I know Rob. I trust Rob. Let me try him. I'm going to buy him, right? I hate spending money. I'm frugal. I bought it. Have never looked back since. So if you're looking for a comb, I wholeheartedly can endorse and recommend Chicago combs. I don't have a code with them. I can't help you guys save any money, but I will tell you they pretty much last forever to my knowledge. Heat resistant, they're water resistant, they are anti-static. They are just absolutely amazing. So shout out to Rob and shout out to the human trait that just simply it says you don't want to believe stuff when people talk about them. So yeah, we'll get this one going through as well. Having your beard trimmed good and having a good transparency trim makes a beard fluff. Oh yeah. It makes all the difference in the world, G squared. And shout out to everybody coming in right now. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, if you want to hit a thumbs up, that's awesome. If you want to share this out, that's awesome. We will be going until 2:45 p.m. Eastern is the plan today. And it's going to be dedicated to talking about beard products, beard topics, beard grooming, beard care, all of that stuff. On Wednesdays and Mondays, we have different segments that we do, and it's not always dedicated to your questions. So I like having a set stream where I'm like, hey, what are you guys wondering? Let's talk about it. Everything else we can save for those different times. And again, so many amazing friends in here, from Ken to Shade to WeatherBeard to Vado to Peter, JP, Ward, Michael, Matt, Alan, Old Man White. I can't even keep up. Brian's in here. Welcome, you guys. Man, I appreciate you guys all being here. All right, here it goes. Yeah, here it goes. D. Good question. I am not familiar with Chicago combs being in any stores. I'm sure they have some wholesale accounts at like boutiques and barbershops and different things. But as far as like recognizable big name stores, not to my knowledge. If anybody knows, this is a community discussion, so feel free to drop a comment. If they were more accessible in stores, that would be awesome. Like imagine Chicago combs being in a Walmart or a Target or like a Kroger, some kind of like nationwide chain. What's up, Brandon T? That would be unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Jeremy, welcome, buddy. Thank you. Lazy Day Beard. Nice, Ben. Nice. Definitely. Yeah, I cover Chicago, or I cover UK products all the time. There are not as many options. I don't really interact with them as much, but I definitely cover some UK products in there as well. And JP says, I'm a huge fan of Kent Combs from a few years ago. I can wholeheartedly say Chicago Combs have 100% supplanted them in my throne. My Kent Combs have been retired. Dude, I right here with you. There's not, Kent Comb is the standard. They are quality. They are long lasting, but they do introduce static for me, especially in a dry Michigan winter. So I agree with you. And Chicago Combs have taken them for sure. Yeah, they have just they've taken them. Yeah, it's no easy way around it. All right. And Iron, I'm going to star your question there. Yeah, I'm going to star your question there. Chicago, this is Rob saying the Chicago Combs is the most underrated company in the beard game. Yeah, I don't even know if they're essentially underrated anymore. They seem really well known at this point, really well respected. I don't even know if I've ever heard anybody have any issues with them. Like they just seem so perfect. And G Squared said, if they were in stores, imagine I would have purchased the entire lineup by now. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Alan, thank you for that question. I'm going to hit that when we start talking about the sponsor today. So yes. All right. Moose, great question too, man. I'm going to star that. If you guys have questions, I'm going to hit them in order on the second half of the stream as we get going. All right. So as I said, this is episode number 10. Pretty cool. We have double-digit episodes. And as far as the episodes go, you guys, I do as many in a month as I have sponsors. So I kind of let the sponsors dictate. Right now, I believe we have 5 of them that will be going in the month of July. So if there's any companies watching, like Chicago Combs, they probably don't watch, but any companies watching that want to sponsor one of these in the future, that would be awesome too. I mean, the bearded community made the pet comb. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Jason. And Jason makes some great displays that can incorporate things like combs and stuff. So shout out to Simple Solutions 123, great Etsy store who has actually sponsored one of these streams in the past. Great company, great person. Okay, so WeatherBeard, you guys, is Dancy 10. Great company here. One of the things, I just filmed a video that will be coming out in the future about them. And the biggest thing that Sam had a takeaway, she wasn't in the video, but like we were talking about it beforehand, is just their branding and their attention to detail on the branding. Like the logos, the graphics, the stickers, the feel. I have right here, I'll show you guys in a little bit. I have their sample pack, and this thing is just cool. Like it's just so well done that the branding is out of this world, man, out of this world. It really, really, really is. And Esther, thank you for helping me organize. Hey, that's awesome, JP. Yeah, Jason's a great dude. And yeah, Bearded Clay says that introduced me to Chicago Combs was a game changer. Game changer gets thrown around too much, right? We can agree on that. The Chicago Comb number 8 was an actual game changer for me, an actual real game changer for my wallet. So I didn't have to keep replacing those horn combs, but also for my beard, for the shower. My wife has stolen it so many times. Yeah. And if you guys ever have any feedback on the sponsor today, WeatherBeard, feel free to drop a comment, whether it's about Corey, the customer service, the products, the scents, anything you want. Please, yeah, feel free to drop this. And Ben says, Corey does a great job all around. I agree. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. All right, so DanC10 is your discount there. Check out their website. Check out their Instagram. I'm not asking you guys to make any purchases. When there's a sponsorship, every company can vouch for this. I've never once said, hey, sponsor this. You'll get sales. No. That's not my intention. That's not how I pitch anything. I just say we're going to have people that are going to be watching. You're supporting the community, and you're getting your name out there. One way that you guys can support for free, if you have not already, is go look at their website. That's free. You don't have to buy anything, and go follow them on Instagram. They do a lot of content on Instagram, a lot of videos, very active, live all the time. Very simple, free way to support the sponsor today, which in return supports this platform. So if you guys have an Instagram, even if you're not active, go consider checking out WeatherBeard and giving them a follow and just browsing their stuff. Maybe stop into a live stream. You can get to know Corey and his personality. Very nice, very quirky, very into everything that he's doing, loves outdoors, loves nature, just a really, really enjoyable personality, especially on those live streams. And then a little bit of more information here. And thank you guys for everybody coming in too. Super cool. Here's my guy, Tommy Beats. He makes music. Jay Cruz, if you're in the building, you got to check out Tommy on Instagram. I'll send you his link. He actually made a beat. And if you guys follow freestyle rap at all, Harry Mack, who I believe is the GOAT of freestyle rap. I genuinely believe he's the greatest real freestyler of all time. He actually did a video using one of his beats. How crazy is that? And when he makes beats, you guys, he has a reel where he shows the instruments and puts them all together in a loop and brings them. It's amazing. Like really, really talented. Yeah, really, really talented here. So yeah, I really believe Harry Mack is the greatest. And the man who I've highlighted down below, Harry Mack actually rapped on one of his beats. Really super cool. So if you guys like that stuff, check him out on Instagram. You can see the name on the screen. And OG Rob says, I've always kind of hated woodsy scents. Timber Trails changed that for me and is a banger. I might have to grab the cologne set. Hey, I got cologne right here, Rob. I'm about to show that in just a second. Hey, thank you, Jason. Thanks for stopping in, man. All right, Matt, I've starred your question. What's up, True North? I've starred your question, and we will hit that again once I get to about that halftime point. And Tommy Beat says, thank you for the kind words, Dan. I really appreciate that. Of course, man. Just speaking my truth. I waited way too long. This is from JP, everybody. I waited way too long to try WeatherBeard. They have amazing products and scent profiles. Corey is a fantastic owner, and he reached out to me personally after I placed a recent order. That's cool, man. Awesome, JP. Love that. And yeah, if you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up. Old man with the white beard is just reminding you guys on here. I've started following Harry Mack on TikTok. I think, does he have he gives, yep, exactly, Jason. People give him 3 words, and then he raps from there. Thank you, Mark, man. I appreciate all those kind comments on YouTube. I read and really digest all of them. I love WeatherBeard's butter. Love all caps from Walter. I am proud that I was able to help in the butter reformulation process. I was working with Corey and gave him some ratios and some ideas, and then he did all the magic. We did some testers, and we were able to go through and really come up with a butter that is light. It is smooth. It melts down immediately, and it's just so good for your beard. And so, Walter, man, thank you for saying that. I do take pride in the help that I give to these companies. And as Walter said here too, Arctic Command, you see on the screen, I do have 2 collabs with the sponsor today. Arctic Command is your minty blast. It has some vanilla in there for a little bit of sweetness. And then you got the Coastal Command. That is a fresh, zesty fruit, citrus scent that is tropical, but it's not like an alcoholic drink. It's not like a Yankee Candle, artificial cherry, artificial like suntan lotion. It's a zesty tropical uniqueness. It is so nice. So nice. And WeatherBeard says, it's true. Dan helped us put a lot of people, oh my gosh, English, Dan. Dan helped put us in a lot of people's top 5 butters. That's awesome. So cool. And again, thank you guys for coming in here. So yep, that is WeatherBeard, you guys. Dan C10. You can save 10% if you want to try out their stuff. I do want to show you their sample pack. There's a few companies that really excel in the sample packs with the value that they offer, but also the presentation. And WeatherBeard is in that absolute top of the mountain. Look at the art on there. Look at how dang cool that is. And then also look at these samples. Look at how amazing these are here. Really good size, full label with the scent name on there. It's got the ingredients. It's got the scent notes for the profile. This is a really good size sample. This is more than one use for my beard, which is saying a lot. So if you want to try something, samples are always a great idea. I actually had somebody comment on a YouTube video this weekend and said, hey, Dan, why don't you make a video encouraging people to do samples or sample packs when they try a company to save money? I said, you know what? You're right. Like I've talked about that in the past, but it could be worth a dedicated video to try things that you would never know you would like. Right. And this is exactly what Rob is saying here. WeatherBeard sample pack is legit. A fantastic way to get to know the company. You might try a scent like Rob said. He generally doesn't like woodsy scents. But if you get a sample pack, you're not paying a whole lot to go out and try each individual one. And who knows? You've bought it. You're going to try it. Maybe one of them will surprise you. This is a really cool way to go. And then the next thing is, full disclosure, I'm not really a cologne guy. From occasions, I can use it, but they also do now have some colognes. So if you find a scent that you like and you're somebody like Rob or some of you else out there like Healthy Bearded J. Cruz, and you like to have a little bit more fragrance, you like to have a little bit more punch, right? I call it punching it up. Then you can go ahead and hop on this one. And they also have a 10 milliliter. So they got a smaller version too. So they do have colognes for you if that's what you're looking for. Self-admitted, guys, fully, as always, fully transparent. I am not a fragrance head. I do not thoroughly understand colognes. I don't know the base, middle, top notes of profiles and how they work. That's not my world. Eventually, I would imagine I'm going to get to a point where I do decide to dive in and learn more about that and experience more of that. But I really don't know. I don't know a whole lot but I do know they offer them, and I do know, oh, the big one. Yeah, I got it right here. And for me, I picked Sierra Sunset. I really like this one for the cologne. This is a citrus vanilla coconut. It's different than Coastal Command. It's more cologne-like, but it's really good. Yeah, really, really good here. And yeah, absolutely, man. And Ken, who has met and hung out with Corey several times, says Corey's an amazing dude and great products. Scott says, really need to get WeatherBeard on my shelf. It's a top of my next company to try list next to Dr. Nick's. There you go, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. And here's the blend that we have: Abyssinian, jojoba, hemp seed, sunflower, fractionated coconut, meadow foam, shade nut, castor, and then the fragrance blend in there. A wonderful, wonderful blend. Their beard wash is the epitome of a daily gentle beard wash. They also have a bar soap. Their beard wash is really gentle, like really, really gentle, to the point where if that was all you wore, I would really encourage, or if that was all you used, I would really encourage you to add in a stripping wash at least once a week into that routine. Not at least, exactly once a week. And they have a great bar soap that you can use on your beard once a week. So they have you covered on both sides. Their liquid wash is a daily gentle, and then you can work in one, not Barbie. Dynamite, love it, man. And JP says the WeatherBeard colognes are fantastic. Yeah, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about colognes, but from my experience, it gives you a lot more lasting power on scents. And especially, let's say you wear a scent during the day, and you're like, I got to punch it up a little bit for date night. This is a really good way to kind of punch that up a bit. All right, so awesome, man. WeatherBeard, thank you so much here. Mr. PB says, WeatherBeard beard wash feels amazing. It really does. Yeah, it really, really does. It's awesome. Viscosity, this would be a medium viscosity oil. Yeah, right on that medium, maybe a sliver on medium light, but I would call this straight up medium viscosity. I had it in beard yesterday. I didn't plan on doing this one today, so I didn't have it in beard right now, but I did wear it yesterday. And thank you so much, WeatherBeard. Guys, I've never asked a company for anything. I didn't message WeatherBeard. I didn't ask for this. I put it out there, right? If as many sponsors as we have, as many episodes. So shout out to WeatherBeard for reaching out, for being proactive, for making it happen, man. Absolutely an honor to have you. And like I said, never once have asked for this or anything else. So appreciate it, man. You guys are amazing. I'm going to try that sample pack. Love the artwork. Yeah, look at how cool it is. And you see that sticker on there too. It's amazing. And you get to try all of them in the sample pack. So really cool. I didn't know you go live today. No, it's random, Jose. Yeah, just a random stream. And Dan B is exactly right. The butter has little to zero hold. Awesome. Yep, it is a very thin, very light, very smooth beard butter. Yeah, very smooth beard butter. Yep. Oh, wow, Nick, that surprises me, man, for sure. That surprises me. Matt, good question. I do believe they ship to the UK, but Corey's in here. He'll be able to answer for you there. So thank you, WeatherBeard. I'll put a little scrolly at the bottom to remind people as we go. But let's go ahead and check out our very first topic today. He's actually in the stream. So this is a great question. Something that I've probably mentioned 100 times about the topic, but I've never explained it. So thank you for asking. Guys, Rob, I don't know. There's people in here who probably have better experience and better answers on this one. Duration on the cologne, very curious. I don't even feel, I've worn it a bunch of times, but I don't even feel comfortable answering that because I don't know. So please, guys, help out Rob in the chat. How long do you believe the duration is of the cologne? If Jay Cruz is in here, Mr. Healthy Bearded, he knows way more about that product and about just colognes in general than I do. And I know he has some of them. So that, yeah, it is in a tin. Yep, exactly. For travel is awesome. Truly awesome. Awesome, guys. Barbu and Jonas, I have starred your guys' questions. So we will hit those ones as long as we have time. And WeatherBeard says that they ship to the UK and Canada, but they cannot ship colognes due to restrictions. Okay, good to know. I didn't even know that about colognes. Good to know. And Dan B says the cologne lasts most of the day. Hey, Nano, welcome. All right, so here's the question from Ben Taft. He says, and guys, if you ever want to submit questions to this show, just be a lookout on Instagram. From time to time, I will post a story that's asking for questions. And Ben says, why scents may differ from oil to butter to wash? I find that interesting. Oh, man, so interesting. So you get a fragrance blend. When a company has a fragrance, generally speaking, it does not change the actual blend when you use it across different mediums, right? If you have a fragrance for your oil, for your butter, for your wash, for your conditioner, for anything else, your balm, it's the same exact blend of fragrance, but the scent can be very different. especially when you compare something like the beard oil to the beard wash, but even the beard butter in many cases. And you're like, why does this change? Like, what is going wrong with this? And shout out to everybody in the chat right now. I see you guys. Thank you. Why does this change? And it all has to do with the vehicle that is delivering that fragrance. So it has to do with the carrier blend, the base, whatever the products you call the vehicle, blend, base, whatever it is, that can make a big difference. So I'll give you an example. The carrier blend on the WeatherBeard oil is pretty close to unscented. Now, what do I mean by that? Unscented does not mean fragrance free, right? Unscented means there's no smell to it whatsoever. We have fragrance-free blends where no fragrance was added, but there's a distinctive smell. Why? Because many carriers carry a like nutty and earthy, its own natural scent to it. So even when you have it as a natural blend, for example, Johnny Ray's, they have a wonderful blend, but their unscented is pretty potent with this natural smell. I enjoy it. I like those natural smells. WeatherBeard has more of kind of a blank canvas. You are able to really put whatever blend of fragrance you want on there, and you don't have to worry about covering it up. Another example would be some companies use like black seed oil. Black seed oil is very pungent, very natural. That is no fragrance added. It's just natural. And then they got to build the scents around that. You got to work with the black seed oil, not try to fight it. WeatherBeard has a pretty open canvas when you are working with it. And I love the nutty, earthy ones. I love the open canvas where it truly has no smell to it. So you go from that. You're like, oh, wow, I can really smell the pureness of this fragrance. But then you add it to a beard wash, right? Now we're dealing with a different base. A base of a beard wash is going to smell a little bit soapy. It is going to smell a little bit more pungent on the natural side. Once you add the fragrance in there, it doesn't totally cover up that pungy earthiness. It doesn't cover up that strong soapy scent to it. And so there really is, and here's a good comment here by WeatherBeard, there really is something to the base. Now, you put on there specifically from oil to butter. The number one culprit of making a butter smell different than the oil is shea butter. Shea butter we find in many different versions in the beard product industry because of how much it's refined. Refining essentially is saying we are taking parts of nature away from it to make it more usable. One of the ways you can take away parts of nature is to take that smell away. Shea butter, raw shea butter, comes in an actual brick. It's crazy. You got to like break it up with like a chisel. It's like it's malleable. You can kind of move it a little bit, but it's solid. Well, it has a stank to it. If you know what it smells like, it is, man, it is pretty. I don't even know how I would go about describing the natural scent of shea butter, but it makes you kind of snarl your nostrils a little bit. You kind of like, man, it's hard to explain. If anybody ever explained the previous version of Live Bearded's butter, not their current one, but their previous one, that smell that you had on all of their butters, that was shea butter. So what that's going to do is it's going to change the actual outcome of what the product smells like. So you still have the same fragrance, whether it's on oil, butter, or wash, but the base of it changes what it smells like. Yeah, it's definitely pungent. Yeah, there's something to that. And WeatherBeard, another question for you. Do you have a general estimate of how long it takes to ship out to the UK? And Mark says, WeatherBeard's base camp butter is perfect. If you have an oil without the matching butter, ooh, good call. A nice little tip there. Add some oil to the butter in hand and then melt it down. Now you get the scent that you like. So yeah, that is awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, Blades in Hair, I starred your question on this one. So yeah, that is awesome. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. And here's man, we address everything here too. Jason says, I do enjoy both WeatherBeard's oils and butters, but unfortunately, all beards being different, the wash left my beard feeling dry. I don't know why. Hey, and that's fair, man. Everyone has different levels of skin with your sebum level. Everyone has different structures of their hairs. So it's just different. Is it like when you smell sulfur? No, it's not a sulfur smell, but you know how sulfur does tickle your nose a little bit, right? When I went to Yellowstone, I got that experience big time. real shea butter, raw shea butter does have a little bit of that tickleness, that tickleness. Oh, wow. Mr. Barbu, I believe up in Canada, says, I love the natural scent of shea butter. I'm freaky that way. I love that, man. That is amazing. Here's Rob says, going in on a trio of Timber Trail oil and butter plus a fit. Oh, he's going all out. Dang. Look at you, Rob. Oh, that's the one you talked about earlier. That is a banger. Nice, man. That's awesome. Yeah, that is really, really cool. I love that. Maybe I should try some Saddle Creek butter since now I'm using Everyman Jack false. Yeah, Everyman Jack, I actually like that company. I believe they have a lot of value to offer for new beardsmen to be in stores. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Their butter is just not good, for my opinion. It is water first. It's not a real beard butter. Again, in my opinion. It's like old used cooling oil, almost rancid? Kind of, Vado. Yeah, you're definitely on that right track there. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's definitely like that. So yeah, for sure. All right. Awesome, Ben. Great question. It all has to do with the ingredients of the base. All right, new question. Is there a 2-in-1 beard washing conditioner you can recommend? I did not plan this, you guys, but we just had another question here from Beards, Blades, and Hair. It almost perfectly lines up with the question on the screen. So the question on the screen says, is there a 2-in-1 beard washing conditioner you can recommend? Beards, Blades, and Hair says, what's the biggest ripoff in the beard world? Not necessarily referring a company here, but maybe a product or an industry practice. Love that. I wouldn't say ripoff. I try to paint a more positive lens here. But a product that I do not agree with, that I don't want anybody of any beard to purchase. I don't care if you got a white beard, dry skin, oily skin, red beard, black beard, short beard, big beard. Just call me Dr. Seuss of the beard world, guys. I got that. But I believe the 2-in-1s are not a good product. So you said, is there a 2-in-1 I recommend? No. Genuinely, I do not believe that there is a 2-in-1 out there in the industry that anybody should use. And I'll break it down very simply. A beard wash has a specific job. A beard conditioner has a specific job. They are unrelated. They are very different jobs. If you put them in the same bottle, they can no longer do the same thing. They're not able to break apart and say, all right, man, let's go in there. I'm going to go do my job. You go do your job. Then we'll meet back in the middle. All right, team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team. It just simply cannot work. And I will explain even a little bit more. Dynamite, you are correct. There is only the unscented, which is great. Yep, which is great. So here's my explanation. Beard wash is meant to get into the beard, first and foremost, get down to the skin. It is meant to cleanse and clarify. It's supposed to go in there and break up buildup such as sodium, dirt, and just life in general. Pollen, pollutants that are in the air, allergens that are in the air. Also break up things like oil, like things like wax. If you wear wax on your beard, that is a big deal. It's supposed to go in, break it up from the skin, and then also clean the hairs. It does this through a different wide range of ingredients that cleanse and clarify. Now, you have a lot of the bubbles, a lot of the lather that does a great job of getting those things out. That is the job of a beard wash. Okay, let's set that to the side. The job of a beard conditioner is to go in. Beard conditioner, without getting too technical, has the opposite attraction as beard hairs. So what it does is it's attracted to beard hairs, and it's super attracted to imperfections in the hair. Every hair has an imperfection. Nobody has perfect hair. That's just how life works. And the structure of the hairs is essentially it's keratin, which is like dead skin cells. They're stacked up and then put together. So when you do that, it's porous, and it also leaves openings and imperfections. So the conditioner finds those imperfections, you rinse it off, and then it allows your hair to go through smoothly with a comb. It allows it to feel softer, right? Because if you don't go and address those imperfections, what can happen is you have little hair fibers that stick out. Well, if I have this hair fiber sticking out and this hair fiber sticking out, they're going to find each other, they're going to latch on because they can't move. Those imperfections latch onto each other. When you put conditioner, it smooths out. Now they can just go by each other. And so it allows it to do its job. Conditioner should not be for the skin at all. Beard conditioner is not for the skin. It is for the hairs only. So when you put in a 2-in-1, how in the world are you supposed to go in and seal the hairs while washing the hairs at the same time? How are you supposed to clean the pores while clogging them at the same time? It's just not physically possible. The science doesn't match up. You cannot do both things. Now, can you do it and can it feel right? Yeah, your beard is going to feel soft and smooth. But what you don't see is that your pores are getting clogged. You are slowing down the transition of nutrients from where they are to where they need to go. You're going to suffocate the beard, slow down the growth. You're also going to start to see things like dandruff. You're going to start to see things like beard pimples. You're also slowly going to notice that your styling is getting a little bit harder. And before you know it, you have no ability to style your hair. So were the 2-in-1 guys just tired of more wash and conditioner? Yeah. So I believe the concept comes from men not wanting a lot of products in the shower, men not wanting to buy products. I genuinely believe this. If someone came out with an oil and advertised it as an oil for your beard, as an oil for shaving, as an oil for lubricant on your door hinges, as an oil for your tractor, as an oil for your truck, that's going to sell. There's people that are like, oh my gosh, a 17-in-1 oil, sign me up, right? And just put it in the shape of like an oil can. It just is playing on it's just playing on the laziness. It's like a barbed wire fence. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Oh, nice, Jose, you just ordered some samples and butter. Very cool. You will love. Yeah, absolutely will love. And so, yeah, and their wash is gentle, but their conditioner is thick with a couple of C's there. Yeah, with a couple of C's on those ones. So, yeah, for sure. Matt, I started that question, man. I'm going to hit that one to you. Is using beard wash then co-wash the same in the same shower okay? Absolutely. Clean your beard first. That's what I recommend. And then use a conditioner afterwards. Now, co-wash is a very challenging topic because are we talking about the marketing term co-wash, which is just the name for conditioner? Then yeah, of course. Or are we talking about a conditioner and a wash in one, a 2-in-1? Don't use any 2-in-1s. But there are conditioners out there that are using the term co-wash. I wish they didn't, right? It was kind of industry standard, but hopefully we're getting away from that. But beard wash and then conditioner is fine. Yep, absolutely. So why offer those types of products like a co-wash if they don't have a backed way of wake effect? So why offer a 2-in-1? Because they sell and they make money. I'm not here to dog anybody. I'm not here to judge anybody, but they sell and they make money. There are some companies, right? We look at the grand scheme of things. We see big conglomerates that sell a whole lot of big name companies. It's the same reason, like, why sell silicone beard oil, right? And let me put in air quotes, oil. Why sell silicone beard oil? Because it sells, right? Is there any backing that silicone helps a beard be healthier? No, none. I'll wait, right? You can hit me with all the research in the world. I'll wait. But it sells. So that's why companies sell it. They make money off of them. It's wrong, but it's true. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, time saving. Just if you need to save time, guys, go with a gentle beard wash. You don't have to have conditioner. For me, the only two necessary products in the beard game are beard oil and beard wash. Everything else is nice to have, and everything else can have a benefit. I couldn't see my beard without butter and conditioner, but I don't need them. It's a want versus a need. So yes, WD-40 is technically a multiple use. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Channel progression, microscopic view of different beard types before and after products. I like that, Rob. I don't know how I can make that happen, but that's a brilliant idea. Yep. That's a brilliant idea. Everyone wants shortcuts. Exactly. Everybody wants a shortcut. There's no doubt about that, Moose. Yep, you are correct there, man. Yeah, no doubt about it. What's up, Ross? So, yeah, great topic, man. Great topic. Rob, I don't remember. Again, I hate to say that, but it's been a long time since I've used WeatherBeard's beard balm. People in the chat, could you guys give an answer on WeatherBeard's beard balm? If I remember correctly, my best memory is that it is a medium hold balm. It's not the firmest. It's not the softest. It's going to give you some styling. It's going to give you some hold. But to my memory, if I can think about going through the balm there, I do believe it's a medium hold. Hey, there we go. All right, WeatherBeard. Yep. Okay. I should have been more confident, man. WeatherBeard says balm is a straight up medium balm. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Jose, I starred your question and we will go through those. Does Dan sell hats on any site? No, only on our Etsy page. And the hats, we hope to do one at the end of summer, a new run. Yep. Does WeatherBeard use a blend of essential and fragrance oils? They do. Nicholas, Corey will comment and answer more in depthly in here for sure. Butter Forever, just curious. Yeah. Okay, so old man with the white beard says perfect for sideburns. Johnny B. Rocket, who has a lot of experience with these products, says the balm is a good balm. Love it. Love it, man. I almost only use balm these days, not even oil anymore. Okay, hey, you got to find what works for you. That's not something I would recommend if you were to ask me, but you're not asking. So if that's what's working for you, absolutely, man, do it up. That's awesome. You got to find what works for you. And so here is okay. Waiting on this. Okay, here it is. WeatherBeard said, we used to do only essential oils. Then we started making blends with essential oils and fragrance oils. Now it's only FOs. Okay, so they've gone through some transitions as they've grown as a company. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jake? Thank you, sir. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up. We got probably about 40 people who have not hit the thumbs up yet. And then our last set question before I get into your guys' questions. And this says, I had trouble finding an oil I liked the scent of. Oh man, well if you like a balm, then you should be able to find a matching oil. The oil usually almost always smells better than the balm, if anything. So yeah, if you need any help on recommendations, RNA, I'd be happy to help you, man. Absolutely happy to help you. All right. And here's the last question that is set, and then I get into your guys' questions. And we are going to get off here about 2:45 today. Maybe a pinch over if I'm feeling crazy. All right. Growing for about 5 months, is there an awkward phase like head hair growth? Love this. Hey, Bobby Casey, welcome, man. Welcome. All right. And hey, absolutely, RNA. So great question here. Guys in the chat, drop a comment about your experience and your thoughts on the awkward phase. Is there an awkward phase? What is it like? What can you share here with Dying Breed? Dying Breed, I'm here to tell you that there is an awkward phase. Now, I'm here to tell you even more than that. There are multiple awkward phases. So if you are experienced with growing your head hair long and you know those awkward phases, it's the same exact concept for your beard. The only difference is we have different awkward phases, right? But there are many of them. So one of them, likely the first one, is about 3 to 5 months. And some people earlier, depends on your beard as well. So if you have a beard that grows out rather than down, right? Out rather than down. Man, you guys got so many good questions. I'm going to try and not go super late today, but I love your questions. Johnny B. Rocket just has another great one. If your beard just in the first couple of weeks, if it starts growing out and you can't train it down, that can be awkward. But I believe the most awkward is exactly where Rob is saying. 3 to 5 months is the worst. Why? Because you're going from a transition where that beard is wrapping to your chin. It's actually very simple before those 3 months to use a heated brush, to use a boar's bristle brush, and to get it wrapping to your chin. Yep, wrapping to your chin. That's simple. You tuck that heat underneath, you're good to go, right? It's good. But once you hit about 3 to 5 months and you're planning to go for a longer, bigger beard, now you got to make that transition from instead of wrapping under your chin to starting to face straight down to the ground. And that is where it can really start to make some issues because it does look a little bit weird. Also, what about your neckline? If you have a goal of having a big, long beard, you want to keep that neckline as low as possible, meaning lower on your body, not close to the chin. That can be a little bit awkward, right? That can be a little bit awkward. And yes, a key thing is early on, discovering a boar's bristle brush to start training those hairs. Like day one, double duty, actually. You're going to be exfoliating the beard and the skin underneath it, which is going to circulate the blood flow, which is going to promote more growth. It's going to exfoliate and break up the dead skin cells to not have beard drift, and it's going to start training the hairs, right? It's going to start training the hairs. And so it really is big on this to be able to get that hair going down. Let me show you guys here. To get the hair going down like mine, rather than tucking in and under your chin. That to me is the biggest awkward phase. Now, the second awkward phase is when your beard goes from about 5 to 6 inches and longer, that first part, because your beard starts to hit your collarbone and your chest. Before that, your beard can go straight down. It can be nice and wide, have good, big volume to it, right? Very simple. But once you get to about the point where it starts touching your collarbone and chest, your beard is going down and then it starts to go out. So that one can also be an issue. Dynamite, no, they do not have dropper tops. They do not have dropper tops. They just simply have the restrictor tops. So yeah, it is definitely there are beard awkward phases, just like your head hair. You can watch, yeah, shout out to Beard Octane. You can watch this channel for helps and tips on those awkward phases, but most of it is just making the best out of what you can do with it and knowing that you have a goal. And it's, as the phrase says, it's a phrase. You can get through it. Yeah, you can get through it. Happy Sunday, y'all. Absolutely. And you're at the stage. Yeah, we've all been there. I will be honest, I have not been there in years. I don't fully and depthly remember those days, but I do know I went through them, and I do know I was frustrated. But I also know, kind of final statement on this question, I also know that we are our own worst critics. Almost all of us have some criticism of our own beard that nobody else sees unless you bring it up to them, that nobody else thinks as big of a deal unless you bring it up to them. There's often times where we have something that bothers us, and everywhere we go, we're like, they're looking at it, they're thinking about it, they're talking about it, and no one really cares. Nobody really actually says anything. They just simply are like, look at that beard. It's great. But on the inside, we're going crazy. So remember, we are our own worst critics. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. All right. So I'm going to take topics from the chat now. Yeah, collared shirts. I rarely wear them. If I do wear them, they've got to like be tight to the shirt, and they've got to be nice and narrow. Can't be long, can't be flaring out. I am not a fan. Once in a great while, I will wear them, but it's pretty dang rare. Okay. I do have topics from the chat, you guys. I have a lot of them. If you have more, I will do my best to be able to get those. All right, later, Vado. Thank you. So crazy that's 11:30 in California right now. For those of you that are not aware, I'm in Michigan, so we're in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. And yeah, it is definitely not 11:30 here. But real quick, just circling back to our sponsor of this episode, you guys. And again, we do as many of these streams a month as we have sponsors. So shout out to WeatherBeard for making today possible. DanC10 is your discount there. If I could recommend anything right off the bat, it's that sample pack, an absolutely phenomenal sample pack with the tin to be able to store it and travel, with the artwork that's on it, with the good size of those samples that you have there. And I do have my winter and summer collab, Arctic Command being that minty winter scent, and then Coastal Command being that fresh, zesty tropical scent there. And as Athletics says, thank you, sponsors. So yeah, shout out to the sponsors, man. This is made possible by them. As many sponsors as I have a month is as many Beard Topic lives that we're going to do. And like I said, I believe we have 5 scheduled for the month of July, unless companies reach out and want to do more. And again, I've never asked the company to do this, so shout out for WeatherBeard for reaching out and making this happen today. Okay, let's go ahead and take some of the questions you have. So here's one right away from Andy, and G Squared gave some information on this one. And Johnny B. Rocket says in the chat, Lakeside Lodge, Desert Dusk, and Timber Trail is special. Apricot Oasis is a throwback scent. All right, so if you're looking for some good recommendations outside of my collabs, Johnny B. Rocket has some. Take a screenshot in 3, 2, 1. Chlorine is horrific for your beard. One of the worst things on this planet. So yeah, Matt, one of the questions from the chat is does chlorine in swimming pools ruin your beard? Yeah. You can do things to protect it the best way possible, but if you are in chlorine on a regular basis, it will destroy your beard, and there's no way around that. If you don't believe me, go talk to a swimmer. If you don't believe me, go find a high school boy that's on the swim team and look at his head hair. Spoiler, his head hair is likely going to be like cotton candy, super frizzy, super killed. Chlorine is horrific. If you have a pool, consider switching to a saltwater pool. Consider switching to bromine. It's so bad for your skin. It's so bad for your hair. And Rob has said, I'm so excited to try my trio. The cologne's finna be nice. Feeling the rare. Ooh, I would love to see that, Rob. Let me know when you do. I will share it. It would be an honor to share out that review. Okay, so great question there. And then back to Andy. Not much question for that's all beard related. This is definitely beard related. For those that have had hand surgery and in general, just access to your beard care with one hand, what recommendations do you have? So if there's ever a situation where you need to use one hand, what is your recommendation? Salt water is not great for your beard, but it's so much better than chlorine. So much better than chlorine. It's not even close. Here's G Squared. And he says he had carpal tunnel and his wife put the beard oil in for the first 2 days and combed through. Don't worry about heat, but by the third day, I could use my hands enough to do it again myself. There you go. So G Squared had actual surgery on his hand. Yep, on his hand, and he was able to, after a few days, go back and do it. But yeah, if you only have access to one hand, try your best or get somebody to help you. Right? If you have somebody in your life, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a family member, maybe it's a friend or a roommate, that could be one. Other than that, man, if you're recovering from surgery, don't worry too much about your beard. Just get better. Just get healthier. Even if you don't do anything for a few days, your beard will be okay, right? Worry about getting better. Okay. Iron Gamma Got said, heated comb or not? I use a heated brush every single day. I primarily use it on my mustache, my sideburns, and under my bottom lip, but totally fine. My advice is do not go above 365 degrees. Do not go above 365 degrees there. And here's a good friend of mine, Diablo. And he says, Andy, I have one hand. He said, and Diablo, please feel free to keep these comments coming. This could be, man, Diablo, I'm just going to put this out there for you. If you ever wanted to get on video and collab on this topic, I would love to showcase your advice and your experience on this channel, man. I think that could help out a lot of people that either have one hand, whether it's from birth, whether it's from an accident or something like a surgery or an injury. I think that could be very, very helpful. And he says, try your best to alternate angles. It's all in the wrist. Okay, so that is one thing, right? When you're crossing over, if you have one hand, you got to change it. He's saying, think about your angles, be conscious of your angles. It's all in the wrist. I like that. Yeah, Diablo, not to put you on the pressure, not put you on the spot, but I'm just going to let you know that door is open for you to talk about the experience, for maybe you to show that. Dude, that would be very helpful. Very helpful. Spoiler, it's probably not going to be a huge video, right? There's not going to be a ton of people. It's not going to go viral. But for the people that do need that kind of help, man, like I said, I don't know. You live with that every day. He says, I would love that. Message me, Diablo. Let's make it happen, man. That would be an honor to be able to have somebody. Because you guys know, if I don't know something or I don't experience something, I try to bring people in. I didn't know what it was like to have an African-American beard, so I brought in J-Mo. I don't know what it's like to have an all gray beard, so I brought in Jim. I have people, I didn't know what it was like to have minoxidil, so I brought in my buddy George, right? I try to feature people that actually know those things. So, man, Diablo, let's make it happen, dude. That would be an honor. Yeah, it would be really, really, really be an honor. And like I said, I think it will help people. Is a heated brush a must for a long beard? No, absolutely not. I would say a heated brush is usually more important for a short beard. But for me, I just don't like my wavy sideburns. I like my mustache dialed in. And the only way I can really do that on a consistent basis is by using a heated brush. So yeah, man. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Domingo. That is my biggest thing. That would be awesome for people. I agree, dude. Diablo, message me. We'll make that happen. What's up, Bear? So it is 100% personal preference to use a heated brush. For me, it's a must in my style, in my preference. So yeah, great questions, you guys. All right. And okay, what is the viscosity and scent strength on WeatherBeard? Viscosity is a medium. Scent strength is a medium strong. It's not the strongest in the game. It's not the lightest in the game. I would say that it's a medium strong for their scent strength. My collabs being two of the lighter scents that he has. So hopefully that helps you out. All right, Moose says, did Holly from former Whiskey and Hardtech going to work with Beard Octane have anything to do with Beard Octane coming out and making such high-quality crafted soap? Joe is in here. He can back this up. Yes, 100% to the T. The reason Beard Octane has the new higher quality, amazing soap that they do today is because of Holly. Yes, 100%. Matt wants to know, have you tried Lush beard products? I've tried Lush's beard wash called Kalamazoo. It is very good. Very good wash. It's got like a pineapple scent to it. Really enjoy it. But it's very expensive for what it is. And it's very, very natural. Now you're like, oh, that sounds good, Dan. Yeah, that sounds good. It is very natural to the point where it's going to go bad quickly. If you use the beard wash from Lush, it's great, but don't baby it. It's going to mold. It's going to spoil. It's going to turn rancid way quicker than most. Most good quality beard washes are going to last 9 to 12 months. That's average. That's safe. My Lush, I've used twice now. Both times started to turn on me in just a matter of a couple of weeks. I'm talking you guys like 2-3 weeks. One time I bought it on vacation. It turned and went bad on me during the vacation. So, hey, what's up, Cheeky? So it is a very good product. Just use it. Do not, and it double hurts because it's expensive. So when it goes bad, you waste money on it. It's cheap to most beard products in the UK. Lush, if it's the Kalamazoo wash, if that's cheap to you, that's wild. Because per ounce, it's not cheap here. Because for me, it just came in this little tiny, little circular like tub type thing. It was like cardboard. So yeah, as long as we're talking about the same product, I have tried the Kalamazoo beard wash by Lush, and it turned bad. Keeping it in the fridge would be a better idea. But man, oh man, hey, thanks, Brad. But man, oh man, is that a pain in the butt to use a beard wash in the shower, dry it off, put it back in the fridge. So you definitely could do that. But it can make a difference for sure. Yeah, for sure. All right, great question, man. Great question. And guys, if you have questions, I'm going to do my best to catch them. I don't know if I will be able to hit them all today, but I will try. Dynamite, this discount code is forever. Yep, this is forever, man. It's not boosted right now. There's no sales. There's no deals with it. The Dan C10, I know nothing about Lush. Yeah, Lush is fine. It's a women's product store. They make bath bombs and body wash and all that kind of stuff, but they do have a good beard wash. It just goes, yeah, for sure. For sure. Can it last longer in the fridge? Yeah, it will 100% last longer in the fridge. Yes. But Dynamite, it is Dan C10 is going to be worth 10% off forever. The only chance it can change is if it goes up and we increase it for a sale. So, yep, forever, my man. Proud to be an affiliate. All right. Let me see more of these questions that you guys have here. Mr. Barbu says, I'm really wanting to get into improving my beard routine based on the fact that I now have a quasi-internally white beard. Any recommendations? Love that. So as the beard starts to turn white, couple of recommendations here. Still maintain a healthy rotation of carrier blends. I think where most people get into trouble is where they just think, okay, my beard does best with this kind of oil, and then they neglect ones. As your beard goes white or gray, generally speaking, white gray beards like a thicker carrier blend, usually with castor oil as the base, right? Usually with castor oil as the most prominent ingredient. Well, I think that if you are ignoring thin and medium oils with a gray beard, you're not doing yourself a service, because those thin oils are going to be going for the skin as well. They're going to go in and penetrate layers into the skin that literally thick oils cannot. A thin, fast-absorbing oil is going to go in deeper than a thick oil. And so while a thick oil may work the best for having the styling of your beard, the feel of your beard, on some days, try to work in a thin oil, try to work in a medium oil. Maybe it's 5 days a week thick, one medium, one thin. So I would say start leaning more towards the thick oils, and then also go ahead and try to work in some of the other ones. That would be my best recommendation. Mr. Barbu, over the years of getting to know you through comments and conversations, I feel like you're really dialed in and you really know what you're talking about, very intelligent. And so I think you probably have it down well. And I think I love the question. I appreciate the question a ton, but I think you're probably going to crush it and adjust beautifully. In WeatherBeard, you guys said the best 3 selling fragrances: Desert Dusk, Lakeside Lodge, and Ember Nights. There you go. All right. I was using Beard Struggle till I watched the Beard Tubes, shout out to Scuba, video. Do you agree with his reviews, Dan? So, to a degree, yes. Is Beard Struggle a company I've ever recommended? No. But to be fair, I've never actually tried their products. My only interaction with Beard Struggle was personally, literally in conversation, and they were very disgraceful in my interactions. I also am not a fan of their marketing tactics. I'm not a fan of some of their claims. Am I going as hard in the paint as Scuba with his videos? No, of course not. I've never made a video on them. I likely never will. It is not my style to really do that. But to answer you honestly, that's not a company that I recommend because of the professionality behind them. And that's the biggest thing, right? I had somebody ask me about a company earlier today, and they're like, hey, was there a problem with them and this, that? I didn't say a word about that company. However, if a company is not professional behind the scenes, I can't recommend them in front of the scenes, right? If I feel like you're going to have a bad experience with them as customers, as their customer service, as their ownership, I can't recommend them. And so this company would fall under that line of thoughts. So yes. All right. And John, good question there. Let me start that. Okay, let's keep this going. All right. I've used Live Bearded Beard Oil for a few months. Felt good, smelled good, but gave me loads of beard waves. So the oil and the waves are gone. Is that common? Wow. So oil should never give you beard waves. Hey, Rick, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Basically, Dan saying nothing about someone says everything. That is much, much, much more my style. Brad is reading between the lines with me. Yes, exactly. Ken is right. I never give people, I never get, sorry, Eric. I never give people free attention when it's in a negative way. So I don't, when people address me and I just don't address it. My biggest way is saying nothing, right? I really believe in that. I just try not to say anything. That's more so my style there. Okay. And here's Brian with a white beard, as you guys can tell there. He said, my white beard lately, I've been turning the heat lower with better results. And that's a great point too. The white beards are missing a structure of the hair that other colored pigments beards are not. So you likely need less heat for that one. So yeah, really, really good add-on. Thank you, Brian. All right, so Live Bearded. An oil should not be causing a wave. That was likely either happening from you using too much oil or something in your routine. And I've never really heard of shampoos switching the wave too. That is pretty wild. Yeah, that is pretty wild. So my advice would be to check your routine, check how much you're using on the products. It's likely not the product itself that's causing any of those waves. All right, here's Jose. Dan, I've been having trouble with the beard butter and delivery. Last month, I received my beard butter melted. Dr. Nix was one of them. Jose, butter will melt in the heat. Every single butter, I'm talking about ingredient-wise, beard butter-wise, everything has a melting point. When it gets to a certain temperature, it's going to melt and be a liquid. If you're ordering in the summer, if you're ordering in a warm climate area, that's just going to happen. If you know it's hot outside, whether it's seasonal for you or it's forever for you, because people in Arizona are like, come on, Dan, you're speaking my language all year round. If it is hot, if you're going to get that butter, put it in the fridge or the freezer before you open it. It should be fine. If you do get it and it is gritty, meaning it's got little pellets that won't melt down, what you're going to do is you're going to melt it again yourself and then get it frozen as quickly as possible. So that's going to be the biggest one. Las Vegas. So yeah, Jose, you're in a hot area. It's going to melt, man. Unless you order into the winter, you might have a better chance when it arrives frozen from like Connecticut or somewhere where it's colder, Michigan, things like that. But if it, Rob says, the pellets. If you get the pellets, those are the only ones. I don't mind grit. I don't mind graininess. I don't mind a little body, a little texture. I don't like the pellets that you got to chase around and get them in between your fingers. And that's a pain in the butt. You got to find it and press it down to melt it. If that happens, melt the butter, let it sit with its top off in the fridge or the freezer, and it should fix it. So, man, it is very common. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it unless you personally get an air-conditioned truck, go get it and pick it up. What about the smell? It should not affect the smell. Melting does not impact the smell of beard butter. If there's a problem with the smell, it's from something else. Yeah, there would be something else there. Johnny B. Rocket doesn't mind the pellets. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with the pellets. It doesn't change the quality. It doesn't change anything other than the consistency. If you had to pick one, balm or butter, well, I don't wear balm, so butter. Yeah, I don't wear balm. I don't have a need for balm. I think that most people, if they can dial in their heat routine, don't actually need it, but it is a preference thing. It can make your beard shiny if you like that. Shout out to the video today. Can you condition daily? So it does depend on your skin and hair type. I do not recommend anybody with my kind of beard conditioning daily. Now, Ryan, you have a different texture beard than I do. There are people, if you check out my video with J Mo, he does use conditioner daily because he does have an African-American beard. He's got the curlier, coarser hairs. He's got a much more oily skin, which then obviously is going to have the oil on the beard. So you can. It depends on you and your situation. If you were to ask me just straight up, hey, Dan, man to man, can I be wearing conditioner daily? Right? Let's forget any weird stuff of talking about different beard types, skin types, that stuff. Yeah, you probably can wear conditioner daily on your beard. But somebody else if G Squared were to message me and say, hey, Dan, should I? No. And that's just from understanding the science behind different beards. Everybody's beard is different. Love that. All right. And Ryan's got an awesome beard. Yep. Ryan's got an awesome beard. And here's another great, I'm going from Johnny to Johnny here. So Johnny says, as a black man, I cannot condition daily. And if I'm going to be real here, right? Do I personally think anybody should use conditioner daily? No. But I'm not going to tell a black man that uses conditioner daily and tells me that's best for his beard. I'm never going to tell him he's wrong because I haven't experienced. I can't understand that. I can look at the science. I can look at all the things that I believe, but I don't really know. And so that's great feedback by Johnny B. Rocket. He says, as a black man, I cannot condition daily. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. And it's a pitch to Johnny. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I set up Johnny there and then right to him. And I know Corey answered this, and we are going in overtime, you guys. So shout out to your good questions here. I don't want to ignore them and cut you guys off. So we're going to keep going. I hope Violet's still napping. Sam has only texted me once during the stream, but and shout out to my family, man. When I do this stuff, I do get removed from family time a little bit, but I love it. I know you guys find it helpful. So thank you to the sponsors that make it possible. All right. What's the difference between using essential oils, fractionated oils mixed, and does using EO mean you can't layer a scent? Oh man, loaded question, but let me address this quickly here. So essential oils are 100% natural. They have a lot of variety. They generally are going to be lighter on the scents. They're generally not going to be as long lasting. Fragrance oils generally are synthetic and made in a lab. They can come from natural sources though. Very loaded topic. Putting them together can get you the benefit of both worlds. You get the longer lasting, the stronger fragrance oils, but then you get the natural, you get the nicer. For me, oftentimes those essential oils can have a more pure smell, a more natural smell, right? Obviously. And so if you mix them both, you can get the best of both worlds. However, there are some people that are like, I need all natural. And then on the other side, there's some people that say, I want the longest lasting, strongest scents. So it all comes down to personal preference. And you absolutely can layer scents when it comes to essential oils. It's just more challenging, but you 100% can have those. All right, you out of here, True North. Take care. You absolutely can layer them. It takes a skill set. Chris wants to know what I would recommend. Condition, so you can bypass the itchy stage. Yeah, when you're talking about the new beard. Yep, absolutely. And Chris says, outside of dyeing your beard, is there a way to get color back into your beard? So there is. Yeah, I have a video. There's an actual scientific study. I believe it was done, if I'm remembering correctly, I linked it in the video. I believe it was done by Harvard Medical School, where they proved that your beard hairs can go gray because of stress. We know that, right? We've seen presidents, we've seen people in stressful positions that their beard turns, their head hair turns colors because of stress. We also have now proven if a hair has changed color because of stress, it can change back again. So the only possible way other than dyeing and using like dyeing shampoos, dyeing beard dyes, normal beard dyes, is lower your stress. And if those hairs were changed because of stress, they can come back again. Now, stress is not the only thing that changes beard hairs to white. So some of you, like Brian, sorry, if you lower some stress in your life, I don't think your beard is going to miraculously come back to a different color. However, for some people, it could make a difference. Yeah, it really could make a difference. And WeatherBeard said, guys, if you make an order, consider leaving a review of the products. That's fair. That's fair. And again, nobody's expected to buy anything today, guys. But if you want to support, you want to give back, give WeatherBeard a follow on Instagram and go check out their website. 100% you can support the stream, support that company for free. Gavin Snow says, Dan, I need a recommendation for a beard wash conditioner. I personally love Wild Spot. Me too. Gavin, I'm not just saying this because they're on here. I actually just filmed a video because I was like, I need to talk about their wash and conditioner more. Genuinely, give WeatherBeard's wash and conditioner a shot. They're fantastic. A lot of people in the chat right now have tried them, and they are great. Do you ever use a round boar's hairbrush? I do. I will use it on my sideburns and under my chin if I'm having really difficult waves that I just want to take a break from the heated brush in a certain motion, and I want to do something different. All right, later. Thank you, Rob. Take care, my friend. What are your thoughts on biotin-infused products and caffeine-infused products? Biotin, there's zero evidence or research out there. There's none. It doesn't exist. So I don't know. I can't say good. I can't say bad. Caffeine, I'm actually really researching in depthly right now, and there is some evidence to benefits to caffeine-infused products. I'm not going to talk much more than that because I'll likely cover it in the future. But biotin, no evidence yet. Caffeine, I was pleasantly surprised that there is some evidence. I was ready to shoot it down. I was ready to be like, that's ridiculous. No, there's some evidence there. Can you take beard fuel, biotin, and collagen all at once? Absolutely. Yep. 100%. Have you ever heard of Java Beard? I have not. Everything coffee infused. I don't know enough to. We just talked about caffeine, right? That's just caffeine. I don't know enough to speak about infusing coffee into beard oils. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I don't know if it's just the same as essential oils. I have no problem admitting when I don't know something. And Quebec, I got you, man. Tuna, I got your question starred. I'm so sorry to keep banging on, but products, what's the best? The best product I have tried in my small sample size of the UK would be 7 Potions. I've probably tried 10 to 12 different ones from the UK, but I would say 7 Potions has been the best one that I have tried. Now, Cubic says, oh, shoot, where'd it go? Ahead of here. Any Finland, Netherlands, Iceland, or Greenland beard oils? I did have a Netherlands beard oil. Let me see which one. And I have a review video on it. All right, so let me see what the name of it was. Maybe I didn't. Oh, man. I swear I had a review of a Netherlands beard oil. Maybe I put Dutch beard oil. Man. So Cubic, I don't remember any off the top of my head. I definitely have not tried any from Greenland. I don't believe I've tried any from Finland. I think I tried one from the Netherlands. If anybody can find it or anybody can remember, drop the name in the chat and I will, I'll see what I can do. And Ben says, just start following you, getting my beard growing journey. Have you used? Yeah, 7 Potions, Ben, would be my recommendation. They're not an affiliate. I've never made money off them like that. But yeah, they're good. I have heard of Apex, but I've never tried them. Anyone in here that has a beard for a while, let me know what to do in the beginning. Oh, John, the 2 most important things in the beginning, beard oil and beard wash. And I'll add in a third, get a boar's brush to really kind of train those hairs and exfoliate the skin. That's the most important thing. Other than that, drink a ton of water. Drink a ton of water. All those beard oil companies are Viking posers. There are definitely some ones that are abusing the Viking. Oh, I did do one. Oh, shoot. What was the beard serum? This one was really bad. Beard serum. Oh, yeah. This company I did not recommend. Oh, man. Ruben, do you remember you just commented on a beard serum? They were from the Netherlands. Ruben, go watch your watch history. What the heck was that company? It's a big name. Shoot. All right, let me see if beard oil from the Netherlands. Classy, or maybe it was Sweden. No, I don't remember. Shoot. I reviewed one. They sell like a beard serum and it wasn't good. I was not a fan. I think I've covered them twice, maybe. Yeah, maybe I covered them twice. If you use beard butter at night, should you wash your beard all day? Depends. I wash my beard every day. I recommend you should as well, but you don't have to. If the beard, Copenhagen, yes, they do. So yeah, they do. They have a beard serum. Yes, thank you. Ruben, you're good. You're off duty. Copenhagen, I did review them. Not good in my experience. Yeah, not good in my experience. That was it. Yep. If you use a beard butter at night, should you wash your beard? Yeah. If the butter has wax, absolutely. I believe that's a must. If it doesn't, it's your call. Do you use the same carrier blend you used in the morning at night? Nope, I switch it up. Sometimes I do, but I switch it up at night. Yeah, and it was really expensive. Yeah, no doubt. Yep. Yeah, their oil is great too, man. Yeah, Ben, their oil is great from 7 Potions. Cool. All right, if there's any final questions that I missed, you guys, drop a comment and go through. Okay, from Copper Johnson, I love it, but I very saw today that it has alcohol. Is that bad? Great question. So a lot of people will see a beard wash or a beard conditioner and it'll say something like citral alcohol. And they're like, whoa, Dan, you recommended this. It's from Copper Johns, but it has an alcohol. I actually have a video from almost 5 years ago. It's over 4 years old, where if you look up citral alcohol, I break it down on why it's a good ingredient in water-based products like a beard conditioner. There are good alcohol ingredients that are out there. You don't have to worry about them. So yes, in a beard wash, in a beard conditioner, guys, I tried to explain this in my Facebook group the other day because there's people that think they like understand beard washes and conditioners and the chemistry. the amount of experience and knowledge you need to have to really understand water-based products like conditioners and washes is vast. It's not as simple as what's in there. It is not as simple as the order. You need to know the actual ratios. You need to know the actual potency. There's so much to it, man. So much to it. So no, do not worry about citral alcohol or any other form of good alcohol in beard wash and in beard conditioner. Dan, honestly, is the nicest man. Thanks for answering all my questions. That's why you're the best channel. I appreciate that, Matt. I have never once charged for a question. I will never make you guys pay money to get help. This is why I do it. I really, really appreciate it. And shout out to companies like WeatherBeard for making this possible. Yep. Dan, will you shave your beard? Let us know how to start. No, I will not. Absolutely, positively, no. There will be no shaving of my beard here. Not at all. And again, Rick, if you're still out there, man, thank you so much. Bear says, if your heated brush video, you mentioned not to go above 360 with the AberLite and only a medium hair dryer. This, for some reason, doesn't actually do anything for my hairs. Any advice? Keep trying. 360 will do something for your hairs. Go slower, have more tension. If you're using a blow dryer, change the tool you're using. It will train. Every hair on this planet will be trained at 360 degrees. It just is. You got to slow down and you got to change your approach. I promise you, man. Yeah, I promise you. Yeah, D-Dot's exactly right. I love answering questions. It's an honor that you guys would want to ask me. And I don't say that even like, I don't know, facetiously. Like it's an honor that you guys would ask me that. So thank you. Keep those questions coming always, man. Never, ever, ever hesitate. Dan, any recommendations on an exfoliating scrub? Not for the beard, but for the head and face? Yes, I use one from Royal Beardsman. It's an activated charcoal scrub. I use it once a week. It's awesome. It's so good. Do any good deodorants that don't have alcohol? I don't know about deodorants, Jose. Sorry, man. I can't answer on that one. All right, Michael, take care, buddy. Yeah, I don't know about them on deodorants. I work in coolers on and off all day. Should I go with a winter beard care routine to keep my beard soft? Ken's, nope. I would go with your normal routine. My biggest advice for you with going in and out of coolers is go oil only. You're probably going to get some condensation that builds up on your beard. If you go oil only, you can easily get that off. If you have balm or butter, it's going to be kind of a mess and be more of a challenge. So go oil only. Dan, is the Pocket by AberLite worth it or upgrade? Upgrade. Spoiler, AberLite did not make the Pocket. They did not make the EDC. They did not make any of them. They have only made themselves the Pro and the Go-To. I thoroughly love both of those, but the Go-To is the one I kept. So yes, it definitely. Okay. Yep. Speed is so important. I helped out G Squared with that one. Have you used a beard product that looked perfectly fine on paper and you didn't like? Oh, all the time, Tyler. Yes. That's why I say when people reach out to me, they're like, hey, Dan, what do you think of these ingredients? I literally use the phrase looks good on paper. There are some that just don't work with my beard for whatever reason. That is real, man. That is real. JP says, use the co-share dryer today for the first time. Killer recommendations. Hey, man, that means a lot to me. You know that when I recommend something, I really value that recommendation. I really believe in it, and I'm glad it works for you. It has officially, literally, accurately, exactly has replaced my Babyliss, and it is now in the drawer as my hair dryer for my beard. So yes, 100%. JP says, I'll back up Dan on the Royal Beardsman charcoal scrub. I use it every Sunday. Dude, me too. All right, JP, get out of my head, please. I use it every Sunday as well. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Get back to the family. All right, I will. Is the Italian specialist beard brand Parasso any good for their oils? I got to try those. I've not tried, but Susanna, I've been asked about them enough. I do need to try. Yep, I do need to try. Oh, wow. Thanks, Dan. So Pro and Go-To is made in the USA? No. They are designed in the USA, but they are made in China. I don't know a single beard tool, a hair dryer, blow dryer, heated brush that's actually made in the USA. It is designed in the USA. It's sold in the USA, distribution in the USA, but it is not made here. For everyone here that has the co-share video, is it worth buying and why? Hey, good question for Gavin. For me, I didn't buy it, so I can't answer that, right? They sent it to me, as I said in the video. I'm always honest, guys. But JP says, if you saw JP's here, he bought it, and he said it's killer with all caps. Yep, killer with all caps. Yes, Diablo, yes. The go-to is an improvement over the Pro. It's a little bit bigger and it spreads out the heat better. The Pro's awesome. I took the Pro on vacation with me. It's my travel one now. But my everyday use, the number one is the go-to. It's just a little bit better for me. But both of those are great. Yep. Hey, thank you, Dying Breed. Hey, I actually highlighted one of your questions earlier. If you didn't see it earlier, make sure you scroll back. It was a question that you submitted and I addressed and went over. So thank you, man. All right, guys, I'm 15 minutes over my time right now. Yeah, and then, as I said on the video, Amazon runs all sorts of coupons and discounts and stuff. So the co-share could be even more on sale. Yep, absolutely. All right. All right. One more time, guys. One more time here. I got another question. You guys are going to keep me. But I love your questions. Here's Tyler. Can you expand on what you mean by damp beard? Should my hands get some moisture on them, but not drenched? Exactly. Yep, Tyler, that's the exact description. Hey, Driven Dad, the exact description of what I would explain there. I say damp, but not dripping. So if you are going to shake your beard, if there's water flinging on the mirror, that's like a test of mine, then it's too wet. If I run the number 8 through my beard and I'm throwing water off of the comb, it's too wet. But if I run my hands through my beard, I should have damp hands. They should be wet. Yes. Dan, have a wonderful day. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for being so kind and helpful with everyone. That is some great energy. Thank you. What brand of wash and conditioner do you recommend those in Europe? 7 Potions or buy from an American company. That would be really my only one. I have the Aberlite Pocket for my travel and the go-to for home. Both do a great job, but the go-to is amazing. There you go, Jeff. Great feedback. I agree entirely. There's nothing wrong with the other ones, but it is better. Yep. Ooh, Gavin, good call. Prime Day's the 11th, right? So in 2 days, it doesn't hurt. Hey, what's up, Jason? Welcome, buddy. Welcome. We made Dan State. You did. I've never gone this far over on a beard topic. So shout out to WeatherBeard. You guys got the bonus sponsorship time. So, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you, guys. I'm about to get out of here. Everybody have an absolutely fantastic day. Contact me on Instagram, DanCBearded. If you have any questions, also email dan_command@yahoo.com. If you're wondering something, ask me. If you feel like you have to go ask other people about me, ask me. I'm an open book. All you got to do is ask, guys. If you want a recommendation, if you want feedback, if you want me to help you, I got you. I promise. Other than that, I am out of here. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Hit that thumbs up on the way out if it's not hit already.